Well, few professions are more dangerous than that of being a firefighter, which is why adequate training is vital. Joining me now is our Lisa Hines.
Well, Rob, skills training is important in nearly every profession, but for a firefighter, it can literally be the difference between life and death.
When the heat is on, you want the person saving your house to know what they're doing.
There's nothing worse than getting on a scene and not knowing what to do. First person at least get through the first.
Jay Wood is an Oklahoma City firefighter and a fire academy instructor at Pontotoc Tech Center in Ada.
We're saying there's fire in that room.
And says they train using real-life scenarios.
It's always easy to be an armchair quarterback, but what you do is you have to train for something that you could possibly encounter, because those scenarios do come up. Because in the fire service, you don't know what's going to happen from day to day. Every day is different. Every scenario is different. So you have to be able to adapt and at least have done a scenario before you actually have to perform it.
And according to Superintendent Greg Pierce, there's big demand for skill-based learning.
Not only for like our fire academy, but also for doing training for the rural fire departments. Many of them are volunteer fire departments, and we do a lot of training.
Benny Cope is the fire coordinator at Pontotoc and says they are one of 9 regional fire training centers located around the state.
It provides an avenue for area students and area firefighters to train locally without having to go to Stillwater or go to some other facility that's far away.
And to Ada Fire Chief Marion Harris, that's extremely valuable.
It saves our department and other departments in the state a lot of funding, and they can allow that funding to stretch and to receive more training on down the line. So it saves the firefighters time, and it saves the department's money.
It can also save a firefighter's life.
Underneath the collapse.
Very, very important, because these guys, what we're trying to get them to understand is the discipline in the process. When you're on scene, when you're inside of a structure and you can't see, as you noticed in here, we can pull your mask off and you can call it good. On real scene, you can't. There's a real possibility of getting lost. There's a real possibility of you getting hurt. I mean, we just got to understand that even the little things that they consider monotonous or kind of silly, that's a discipline. It's important, because discipline's a very big part of the fire service. You have got to be disciplined in everything you do, so you can go home, your partners can go home, and you can serve your public better.
Logan Lynch is a student in the program and says his training will help him work in a metro fire department.
To be a firefighter with a metro department, large scale department, you've got to have the training this course offers.
Training that Jay is passionate about.
Because this is what I enjoy. This is the job I love. I mean, you don't meet many firefighters that don't love the job, and you don't meet many firefighters that don't want to share what they do with other people. I've had people tell me, you need to talk about the downside of the fire service. I can't think of the downside of the fire service. Because this is what we really enjoy doing, and when these guys get out and get their job, I want them to have the same benefits that I have, the same experiences, the same love of the job that I have.
Now, in addition to firefighter training, students in the academy will also be certified to work as EMTs, which just gives them a broader job opportunity.
Now, watching your piece, it didn't seem as if there were a lot of students in the class.
That's right, Rob. They try to keep the class to about 8 students so that they can do more in-depth hands-on training, which you just cannot do with a larger class.
All right, looks like a great program. Thank you, Lisa.